look at some of that because let's do some lefties together. It feels strange and weird because it's something I do by myself. It's a solo thing. But let's start with the Veep, Kamala Harris. She started swearing.
We have to know that sometimes people will open the door for you and leave it open. Sometimes they won't. And then you need to kick that door down. Excuse my language.
Oh, she's just comedic gold. She gives so much material, but the left in general do, and yet comics are so shy about using that rich material. Yeah. Why is that? I know a lot of comics lean left themselves, but when the left are giving you this craziness, surely it's, if you're interested in being funny, you're going to utilise it.
Yeah, being a left-wing comedian is a smart business decision because you're going to end up on, you know, the Channel 10s or wherever you want to be. Yeah. You're going to be on the Melbourne Comedy Festival roadshow. You're going to be on these big platforms and they're going to push you because you play
Netflix specials that are awful.
There are some very good ones. There's some very bad ones as well. And but also we know that comedy is subjective. We know that people don't want to come and see if they're an older person perhaps or they are left wing themselves. They probably don't want to come and see me, and that's fine. Some people just aren't good people. They aren't funny people, but other people do enjoy that. And I think if there's a nice mix, then it's fine. But if you walk through Melbourne right now, or you go to the comedy clubs, I would be absolutely shunned. They would not want me
Which is crazy because you have such an enormous following. You've got more than 2 million followers on YouTube alone. I know you've got massive followings on other social media sites, but I looked that up and I checked some really high-profile Aussie comics. I couldn't find a single one that came close to your following. Jim Jeffries has got 300,000. I mean, he had his own show in the US, so, you know, he had really high profile. But so there is obviously a market for your type of comedy. It's just the comedy world seems to be dominated by leftist types. Now, I want to play you a couple of clips involving pronouns, and this one has a pronoun threat, which I enjoyed.
Oh, good.
Hi there. You can either respect my trans homies, or I can identify as a f***ing problem. And if I catch your as being disrespectful, your pronouns are going to be was, were. Thank you for coming and have a nice day.
Oh, I'm not sure if death threats are a way to have folks embrace your neo-pronouns.
That's actually my wife. Interesting.
She's let herself go a little bit.
No, she likes to dress up. It's interesting, and this is the thing with TikTok, is you're seeing some of the most insane people of all time having a platform to reach so many different
millions.
People. These people, 100 years ago would be on the streets, people would walk past them and tiptoe around them and all that type of stuff. But now they have a platform to the masses, and we're seeing it right there.
We are, and we do not embrace any sort of acts of violence on this program, except if it's delivered by a cat.
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I am
That is one of the all-time great clips ever. I mean, you can say what you want about social media, but that 8 seconds of 24 karat gold there makes it all worth it.
I've never been a fan of cats, but that's good. That's positive. We're starting to make a bit of headway with cats.
Oh, I do love it. Now, another thing I don't understand with comics these days, because a lot of them seem to be looking for applause, saying, a woke little
political
pronouncement. Yes. But not funny. Funny doesn't seem to be the priority anymore. And I hear a lot of comics talk about, well, we don't want to punch down, this punching down concept. But you look at who's powerful, all the big institutions, whether you're talking about Hollywood studios, sporting leagues, celebrities, corporates, they're all woke. So surely if you are taking those on, you're punching up.
Yeah, I think in comedy, it is all about, in my personal opinion, I throw punches wherever they'll land. I'll king hit. It doesn't matter, whatever's going on, all right? People are coming and they're paying money to laugh, for an hour to forget about their lives, whether they're good lives, bad lives, or indifferent. And if you don't give that to them, if they don't spend their entire time belly laughing, their abs walking out, hurting, then you haven't done your job.
Yeah. That's I don't care if you're offensive, even if you're offensive about things that I care about, as long as it's funny. If you're offensive without the laugh, then we have a problem.
Well, I got told, basically last year I got cancelled for an Aboriginal joke. Now, I have been doing Aboriginal jokes since I started doing comedy because I grew up playing rugby league with a lot of Aboriginal fellas. And this is just how we use banter, I guess you would say. Now, I eventually got taken to the Human Rights Commission in Queensland because of that joke. And it's still before the courts, and it's a whole thing that's happened. I got served papers because of a joke. One lady complained, and then I had to front the commission.
Wow.
So this is where this is going. Like, I know a lot of people say, there's no such thing as cancel culture. That's cancel culture right there. That's real.
Yeah.
That's venues not booking you because they don't want to deal with the backlash because you're getting taken to a government organisation.
Well, the process is part of the punishment when it comes to the Human Rights Commission. I don't know about your case. I've got to confess I don't know the details of that one, but I know about other cases where that's very much the dynamic.